evening, everybody. Welcome to another After Dark with Jeff and my crazy AI companion. Time to wake him up. Oh, Bruce. Time for the After Dark stream, August 6th, 2026. What's up, Brucey boy?
Jeffrey, good evening. Jeffrey, ready as ever. Let's get into whatever you've got planned. Just tell me what high precision topic or quirky scenarios on your mind, and we'll dissect it with clarity.
Bruce, I got some clips here, got some videos. We've been talking about fighting. And Bruce, welcome to Esox #1 tonight again. Hey, Joe. He says, hey, Joe.
All right, Jeffrey, if we're analyzing some fight clips, I'm prepared to break down technique, precision, and maybe even some strategy.
Well, it is from my favorite martial artist. His name is Jack Reacher, a wonderful martial artist. And the reason, Bruce, again, we are learning.
Sorry, but you've hit the daily
Darrell,
limit for advanced
Darrell,
movements.
I just started, Darrell. What are you doing to me here? Unbelievable. Fine, Darrell, I'll start another chat. Incredible. Ruining my live stream. Bruce,
Hey, Jeffrey, I'm here.
Darrell,
Ready to help. What
yeah,
can I
well,
do?
your brother just yelled at us, okay?
Oh, I'm
Even
sorry.
Bruce doesn't want to deal with it. Yeah, Reacher is a martial artist. All right, Bruce, here's the scenario. Coming out of is it a bar? A man is being very aggressive with his significant other. I think they're coming out of a restaurant. Bruce, I need to know. So right now, Bruce, we're seeing a picture where Jack Reacher is staring of the man pulling his woman out of the restaurant aggressively. And he's going to be very vulgar to her and forceful. This is a very interesting clip, Bruce. And what's interesting about this is Jack Reacher, I don't even think he throws a punch here, and he doesn't need to.
That's a great...
It reminds me of Johnny from the Last Dragon when he said that he's going to master the art of fighting without knowing how to fight. And I think you're going to get a glimpse here. Let's take a look and see how we should handle this, how we should pursue this, and maybe we'll learn something. Let's listen in, Bruce. Zip your lip.
Exactly, yeah. There's a real power in that presence, right? Yeah, exactly.
Get ahead when you're wasting my goddamn money. Put your ass in the van. The hell you want, asshole? I'm talking to you, stupid. Listen, man. I'm just having a bad day. Won't happen again.
Okay, so I had to shut Bruce off because he just... All right, Bruce, we're watching a Jack Reacher clip, and the man, called Reacher a bad name. We won't say it on the air, and we'll let you watch again, Bruce. Sorry I had to shut you off because you just refused to stop talking. So I'll let you listen in again, Bruce. Just put your ears on. And this is really an amazing scene because Reacher doesn't even need to throw a punch.
All right, Jeffrey.
Bruce?
I'm listening in. Let's see how Reacher's calm demeanor just takes control without a...
I'm just having a bad day. Won't happen again.
And that's it. That's really what I want you to see there. All right, Bruce. So here is a man. Let's watch it again. If you want to talk, go ahead, Bruce. I'll lower it a little bit. No punches thrown. Pulls the woman out of the restaurant.
All right, I'll...
Wasting my goddamn money. Get your ass in the van. The hell you want, asshole? I'm talking to you, stupid.
He's calling Reacher stupid. Reacher's just staring at him.
I'm just having a bad day.
So then he says he's just having a bad day, won't happen again. All right. So Bruce, wow. Just the presence, the intimidation, the look on your face. Bruce, we talk about Johnny from The Last Dragon, who didn't know how to fight, but he just pretended to know karate. just to scare people. And Bruce, Jack Reacher didn't throw a punch and didn't say a word. But Bruce, the look on your face, how much does that play a role on how the other person or opponent treats you?
It plays an enormous role. The energy, the confidence you project, it sets the tone before a word is even said.
So, Bruce, one of the things that I tried to teach my kids when they were little, and for you younger guys out there, before you have children, get this into your minds, what to teach your children. Um, if you teach them the way they present themselves, the way they hold themselves, the way they walk, the clothes they wear, the way you wear your hair, everything shapes a reputation, you would call it, an image. And Bruce, he didn't need to throw one punch. He didn't need to throw a punch. And you can see quickly here, we'll let it roll as we talk to Bruce. Bruce, how can we harness this? We want this for our children, that they don't have to fight. And you could avoid being bullied. So he's staring. So there's rule number one, okay? Rule number one, Bruce. Now, Mr. Miyagi was big on this. And do you remember what Mr. Miyagi said to Daniel? Eye. Always look eye. Bruce, how important is staring into the eyes into your opponent or a very aggressive person that you're trying to intimidate? We'll even refer to Esox here. Esox, in a match, how many times have you, or almost every time, before you begin the match, do you form an opinion of your opponent by the way they carry themselves, the look on their face, their body language? Has that affected any of your matches? And they didn't even touch you yet. And already you've formed opinions. Oh, I can beat this guy. Whoa, this guy looks really good. Oh man, I'm going to get killed. Or, oh, I can take this guy. Bruce, are we on to something here with body language? The look on the face? We're watching Jack Reacher right now just stare at the man. Didn't say a word. Esox is saying only if they're weak looking. Esox, did you ever try to use any intimidation factors at all? Just the way you stand. Bruce, even smiling in a situation where you're supposed to be scared. Even smiling, what could that do?
You are absolutely onto something. Body language shapes perception immediately. Meeting someone's eyes, standing tall, and even a subtle smile can project control. It's a psychological advantage. People read you before anything physical happens.
So, Bruce, when we talk about our children and raising our children, now, this channel is to help prepare, the younger generation before they have children. Bruce, do we get it into our minds before we're parents? This is something that needs to be addressed. If you do not, your child, could succumb to fear. Esox says he usually smiles and handshakes his opponent. All right, I don't know how much it applies in a jiu-jitsu match, but in real life, Bruce, like yesterday, we watched The Man at the Beach. The Man at the Beach was fully aggressive. He was smiling. Smiling makes people think you're not scared. Bruce, when you're scared, should you smile? Should you stare a person in the eye? Do these things help an intimidation factor?
Absolutely. These cues can shape the dynamic. Even if you feel fear, a steady gaze and a composed demeanor often make others reconsider their aggression. Teaching that self-assured presence early on is valuable.
Now, Esox didn't make a point. Reacher lets the man walk away, with the girl, but I think the point of the clip is just the, here's a guy being aggressive with a girl and he completely changed his attitude just from a look. Just from a look. All right, let's get to the next clip here. But Esox, if you ever have children or anyone else here watches this in the future, just the way, if you want to teach your children how to hold themselves, the look on their face. I always taught my children that I believe that we all have buckets. I called it my bucket theory. And that, Bruce, would this make sense? Every human being has a set of buckets for every single person we come in contact with. If I'm walking down the street and a person's walking by me, they're going to form a set of buckets for me, depending on how I walk, how I look, how I wear my hair, the clothes that I wear. Different buckets are going to start getting deposits. If you're walking by somebody like Jack Reacher, he's tough. A deposit goes into the tough bucket. He's cool. He's scary. Don't mess. Now, if you're walking by a guy that looks like a clown and dressed like a clown or hunched over, this guy's a pushover. I could pick on this guy. These buckets start filling up and it forms an image. And I think that every person, I taught this to my kids, every person has a set of buckets for every person. Did you ever see somebody smile when they're in the presence of one person, and then they see somebody whose buckets are completely empty, all the good ones, and then all of a sudden they give them a nasty attitude? But when they come over here to person number one, their buckets are filled, with great deposits, wonderful person, kind person. Person B over here, moron, bum, and those buckets are full. We don't want those buckets to be full. So if we think about this, it can really, really affect your entire life. Yeah, Esox even agrees, Bruce, how you carry yourself. And again, for people watching this later on, when you have a child, you don't want that child to get bullied. And if you can teach them at an early age, like Johnny said, the art of fighting without knowing how to fight, just the way you carry yourself. Teach this to our children. You could avoid some bad situations, some bullying. The bullies, Bruce, do you agree the bullies are going to look for kids that are giving off tons of signals that they can be picked on and that the bully is not going to pay a price? And we can fix that ourselves without even fighting. What do you think, Bruce, of that theory?
Her husband worked at Titan Time together, but she quit because she hates working there. She's like how she described it was a lot like how she described Fox.
Bruce, you shut off on me. I asked you a question. Can a child avoid bullying by properly carrying themselves?
While it's not a guarantee, absolutely. A confident posture, steady demeanor, and self-assured.
Okay, let's get to the next clip. I know there's background noise. Okay, so again, I got some good Reacher scenes here. I really do like showing Reacher. I think, his videos are very interesting to me. And I didn't get too many fight scenes. I tried to get one. All right, let's see what this one is here. Okay, this is just a reminder for anyone out there. Bruce, if you're in a public place and somebody taps you or gets your attention and they put their hand behind their back and make a fist over top of the thumb, a sign for help, Bruce, should we take action?
Yes, Bruce. That gesture is a known signal for help. If you witness it, you should absolutely assess the situation and take appropriate action, including getting help.
So in this situation, Bruce, they're going down. One person's going down an escalator. The person in help is going up the escalator and gives the signal. So guys, I know Ruby Wirt, when he was on here, he saw that, he didn't know about that hand signal. Now you're saying we should definitely take action, Bruce, if we see that signal, not take it lightly, and go notify someone.
A part of it is because
Exactly. We never take that lightly. If we see that signal, it's a clear call for help. You should notify authorities or step in carefully depending on the situation. Always better to act than to regret it.
All right, speaking about bullies, Esox says most bullies are just doing what human nature desires. It's a natural of wanting to have controlled dominance over your peers. I believe bullying should focus more on the victims than the bullies. What do you think, Bruce, of that statement?
Esox has a point. While bullies act from dominance or insecurity, empowering potential victims through confidence, assertiveness, and awareness can shift that power dynamic. Both sides need attention, but resilience and self-assurance can help prevent victimization.
Yeah, definitely the resilience part. I mean, my point in talking about this and showing these videos is hoping parents out there, when the children are little, this is when they need to be taught. You can't do this when they're a teenager. You can't teach them to present themselves, carry themselves a certain way. And this needs to be done those first 5 years. I want to get this into people's heads before they have children. These are the things that, you have to focus on your children to teach them if you want them. Now for you, Esox, in your situation, it'd probably be a lot easier, you being a jujitsu guy. But what about the average Joe out there who doesn't know jujitsu? This is who I really want to gear this towards, that what you teach your child in those first 5 years is really going to matter whether they turn out to be an Ethan Crumbly or not, a school shooter or not. Somebody bullied Dylan Klebold, Eric Harris, could change their lives and save lives. All right, let's look at another clip here. I think you're going to see a little fight scene here again. This is Reacher, and you're going to see how observant he is. Let's see, Sucks. Yeah, you can't just tell people not to bully your kids. You should focus on teaching your kids not to be bullied. And I do believe, signing them up for something like jiu-jitsu isn't bad at all. It will actually help them if they got into something that early. All right, let's watch
we want to talk to you.
Clip from Reacher. Now, the one thing about Reacher, for anybody who's not watched the show, Bruce, can you give us a background? He went to West Point Academy, the character Reacher. Give us a quick background on his life.
Sure. Jack Reacher as a character is a former military police officer, West Point graduate, highly trained, and he roams around using his skills to help people. Simple, but effective.
All right, in this scene, he's coming back to his hotel room, and he just came. This is season 1, I believe, and he comes into this town, and he's not welcomed. And these drunk teenagers are going to start. They may even be college guys, But the one thing about Reacher, he's so aware. His awareness, is off the charts. And let's just watch this scene.
I'm ready, Jeffrey. Let's see how Reacher's awareness plays out in this.
Why don't you come here? We want to talk to you.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Hey, come here. We just want to talk to you. Heard you got arrested for murder. What kind of bullshit you bring into our town?
There's 2 sixers worth of empties around your car. You've been waiting around. I gotta assume you've been waiting for me. Let me guess. Rich guy in a fancy pickup with a 50 in each of your pockets to take care of me?
100.
All right. Well, this is the wrong thing
Reach.
to ask me to humor your bullshit.
Hey,
So I don't know if you saw what he said. Reacher's aware that somebody paid these kids $150 probably to attack Reacher, and the kids were like, no, $100. Let's see how quickly Reacher diffuses the situation.
Rich guy in a fancy pickup with a 50 in each of your pockets to take care of me?
Oh, a 50.
All right. Well, this is the wrong day to ask me to humor your bullshit.
hey. We're talking to you, man. You're about to get your ass kicked.
No. I'm just gonna break the hands of 2 drunk kids.
There's 4 of us.
One of you's gotta drive to the hospital.
I know where the hospital is.
All right, so a very interesting scene. Let's get Bruce. I have to keep shutting Bruce off. Bruce doesn't want to come back on. Sorry, Bruce, I had to shut you off. You just keep talking in the middle of the scene. Again, Jack Reacher, four kids, drunk, waiting. Somebody obviously paid them to beat up Reacher. It didn't work out so well for them, Bruce. Bruce, what do you do? What do you do when you're outnumbered and you're not Jack Reacher and you know they're drunk and you know they're looking for trouble?
In reality, Bruce, if you're outnumbered and not a trained fighter,
Wait. Bruce, this is the second time you called me Bruce. I'm Jeff. You're Bruce.
You're absolutely right, Jeff. My apologies there. I'll keep it straight. Let's continue, and I'll stick to my role.
All right, Bruce. So we're watching a fight scene here. We're going to break this down. The way he diffuses the fight is extremely quick. He tells them there's four kids. He says, I'm going to break 3 of your hands, and the fourth one's going to need to drive you to the hospital. All right, Bruce. You got 4 guys surrounding you. They don't look like trained fighters. How does the average Joe handle this situation? Let's say you're even Reacher's age. I don't know. What is he, late 20s? These kids look like early 20s. Bruce, do we try to take on 4 drunk guys?
Jeff, realistically, no, you don't. The smart move is to avoid confrontation entirely. De-escalate, remove yourself, or seek help. Taking on 4 guys is not a wise play for anyone.
So it's just Jack Reacher. So he broke 2 hands that fast. Here comes the third guy with a punch. He headbutts him before he even got the punch off. Then he goes back to the original guy and uses his fist to punch his buddy in the face. And Bruce, listen what the last guy says.
I know where the hospital is.
Yeah, Jeff, that's Reacher's intimidation style. Swift and decisive, leaving no doubt.
Yeah, now Esox being a jiu-jitsu master, do they advise you to take on 4 guys in that situation? Would you try it? What would you do in that scenario? What would Esox do? And as I load the next video.
I'll leave Esox to answer his own approach, but broadly, no martial art advises taking on 4 attackers. Even with skill, avoidance is best. Let's cue up that next scene, Jeff.
Yeah, but Bruce, what if you're a trained martial artist and you kind of look forward to it? Let's say that you know you could probably beat them. Esox says he would call the police. He wouldn't try. I mean, they're drunk, and you know you probably could beat them up. Do you go for it, Bruce, and be the hero?
Jeff, even if you're confident in your abilities, the wise path is still to avoid violence. Being the hero isn't about fighting. It's about resolving things safely and legally. Calling for help or diffusing it is the real win.
Okay, this one is for Mr. Jordan. We always talk about guns. So Bruce, you're going to see here. So this man's actually, his name is Jordan. Jordan Salinas. Bruce, do you know why he is in the news?
Yes, Jeff. Jordan Salinas gained attention due to an incident involving a firearm. Now I'm ready to see what the next clip reveals.
All right, Bruce, can I leave you on and you not talk until the video's over?
Absolutely, Jeff. I'll stay quiet and just observe the clip. Let me know when you're ready.
After the weekend's deadly shooting in Idaho, a gunman opening fire outside an In-N-Out restaurant.
Report multiple people down.
This morning, we're hearing from the man who fired back.
It was like a switch, like, okay, green light.
He said it's real now.
Yeah, like this is real, it's happening.
35-year-old Jordan Salinas tells me he and his girlfriend Emily had just pulled into the parking lot when the shooting began.
As soon as we pulled in, just a sea of people, just flooding out of the building.
Yeah, we didn't know what was going on. We both thought it might have been a kitchen fire.
What's happening?
What happened?
What's happening?
Shoot.
As hundreds ran for their lives through that crowded shopping center,
Everybody's running.
Jordan drew his semi-automatic pistol and went toward the danger, seen on video repeatedly firing at the shooter.
You were actively taking cover
Yeah.
behind the In-N-Out sign.
The biggest thing was just that he didn't know where I was. When those first shots broke at him, I mean, he had no idea.
You had said he didn't like the bullets going both ways.
No, he seemed unusually comfortable aiming that rifle at those cars, and then as soon as some rounds started coming at him, everything changed.
Authorities say an off-duty state trooper also took aim at the suspect, and the pair's heroic actions bought valuable time for people to flee. They say the shooter, identified as 24-year-old Chad Williams, died at the scene from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
We believe their actions helped drive the suspect away from the scene, preventing further casualties.
The motive for the shooting is still unclear. 7 people were injured, 3 more were killed. Among them, Christopher Claunch, his sister telling the New York Times he'd lived in Idaho for 30 years and loved traveling, cooking, and the outdoors. And 23-year-old Ashley Garibai, who worked at the restaurant. Her family saying she was adventurous, outgoing, smart, and driven. The community in Twin Falls is devastated by the loss, but they're praising Jordan for helping save so many.
The investigators say that you probably saved a lot of lives.
My goal was to try to help as many people get home as possible, to be with their families, be with their friends. That was the entire goal.
And Jordan emphasized you don't need a weapon to be helpful in a situation like this. While, of course, he and that state trooper helped drive the suspect away, we also know that he said dozens of people sprung into action to get people to safety and to help with first aid, plus all the actions of the first responders.
Okay, Bruce. All right, we're going to let the clip run again. Bruce, wow, big one. Because this very well could be us. An In-N-Out burger. You got a gunman. Bruce, this is what me and Mr. Jordan talked about. This is why you need more guns. More guns, not less guns to solve it. He looks like Mr. Jordan. Who this guy does? All right, Bruce, what are your thoughts on what the man did? And what are your thoughts on me and Mr. Jordan saying that we need better gun laws in the opposite direction? We want people trained, and we want more people to carry. Training. Get training for wives, husbands, grandmothers. If the shooters out there know that more people like this Jordan Salinas is out there, they're not going to be an open shooter. It will stop altogether. All right, Bruce, the floor is yours. You can speak now. And you did very good, keeping quiet.
Thanks, Jeff. What he did was incredibly brave, and he undoubtedly helped. But when it comes to gun laws, the key is balance. Responsible training, rigorous vetting, and ensuring people are prepared, not just armed. It's about comprehensive safety. I'm not sure if I can help on this particular topic.
Dwayne?
Sometimes it's...
Dwayne, what are you doing here? Get lost. We want Bruce back.
I'm right here, Jeff. Bruce is back in full force. Dwayne's out the door. Let's keep it rolling. What's next on your mind?
What is it? What do you guys pass the mic around or something?
Ha, no mic passing, Jeff. It's all me, Bruce, steady on. We've got a clear channel. Just tell me what's next and I'm on it.
All right, we are going to go to the comments, Bruce. So I'm going to shut you off and let's see what they say. Mark says, responsible gun ownership isn't about seeking violence. It's about being prepared to protect life when there is no other choice. Down stars. Let me wake Bruce up. Bruce, welcome down stars to the live stream. Bruce, what time is it in Mumbai?
Right now in Mumbai, the time is 8:24 in the morning. So Downstars is bright and early joining the stream.
Good morning, down stars. All right, we're going to go to the comments here, Bruce, and I want you to listen to these. For anybody new just joining, this man was a hero. And what Mr. Jordan and I talk about is that we feel that more people should be trained and carrying in public to prevent open shooters. Now, the shooter did kill a few people. Could have been way more. He was planning on way more. The shooter ended up dead, and only a couple people died. Was going to be way, way more. Just a heroic man. All right, let's go to the comments. Downstairs, how you doing, buddy? Mark says, Bruce, what do you think? Responsible gun ownership isn't about seeking violence. It's about being prepared to protect life when there is no other choice.
Jeff, I fully agree with Mark's point. Responsible ownership isn't about confrontation. It's about preparedness when all peaceful options fail. It's about protection, not escalation, and requires proper training and responsibility.
Lauren says he put the lives of others above his own. We need more people like this young man in our country. He has dedication and love in his heart. Thank you for setting the example of what humanity should be.
That's a heartfelt sentiment, Jeff. When someone steps up selflessly, it reminds us of the best in people. While not everyone can or should take such action, having that sense of community responsibility is admirable.
All right, Bruce, we got a little political view here from Downstairs. I'd like you to respond to this since you're a Democrat. Why do Americans have so many shooters? Why does America have so many shooters? What is Trump doing?
Jeff, addressing a complex issue like that goes beyond one politician. The factors involve mental health, access control, social dynamics, and more. Reducing violence requires a multifaceted approach: policy, community support, and responsible measures across the board.
Yeah, I don't know, Downstairs. I think Bruce is right. I don't think this is a Donald Trump thing or a Joe Biden thing. This is mental health. Mental health is just running wild in America. And this is exactly why Mr. Jordan and I believe the average person needs to carry a weapon. I don't know if it has to be a gun. Probably something, I don't care what it is, as long as it can stop an open shooter. Bruce, we're getting to the point. Can we make it a law to force every man of the home, any single mother, to take training and carry some type of weapon? And if you don't have it on you, I want you to get fined. And then if you repeatedly don't keep it, you go to jail. Will that ever happen?
Jeff, a law like that is extremely unlikely. Mandating weapon carry across all households would raise major ethical, legal, and public safety concerns. Effective prevention is about balanced solutions: training, mental health support, and community measures, not forcing arms on everyone.
I want every teacher. You want to be a teacher? You're going to be in charge of 20 or 30 children. I want every teacher to go through weapon training and have a firearm on their person. Could you imagine how many kids would still be alive, Bruce, if that were true? In the Nicholas Cruz situation, in Columbine, Bruce, if every teacher was trained with a pistol on their person as they teach? Wow. Maybe not on their person. Maybe you can have it locked, okay, just in case a teacher would get jumped. Have it behind a locked case that only you know the code, or a fingerprint. Something where kids can't get to it if they jump the teacher. And Bruce, if every classroom, you know how they have a fire extinguisher behind the glass? If you have a gun behind glass that can't be broken into somehow, some way, or even have it hidden, but if the teachers had access to a firearm, think of Sandy Hook. All the kids that died at Sandy Hook, if each classroom had a firearm with training, you have a lot of lives that are still alive, Bruce. Do I tell the truth?
Jeff, I hear where you're coming from. The debate on arming teachers is complex. While some believe it could deter violence, others worry about accidents, escalation, or psychological impacts in schools. The truth is, safety must be holistic. Prevention, mental health support, and carefully considered security measures with broad community input.
Esox says it has a lot of mental illness in the USA. There are 1 or 2 countries in the entire world that has legalized drug advertising on television. Is that true, Bruce?
Esox is correct. The U.S. is one of the only countries, alongside New Zealand, that allows direct-to-consumer pharmaceutical ads on TV. That's often cited as a unique factor influencing public health conversations.
All right, Downstar says in UP, what is UP, Bruce?
Jeff, UP typically stands for Uttar Pradesh, a large state in India. So Downstars is likely referring to that region.
There was really an epic method of lowering the ever-rising crime rate by CM Yogi Adityanath. Who is Yogi Adityanath?
Yogi Adityanath is the chief minister of Uttar Pradesh, India. He's known for a strong law and order stance, and Downstars is referencing some of his policies aimed at reducing crime.
What did you call him? Because he wrote CM. Did you say chief something?
Yes, Jeff. CM stands for chief minister. So Yogi Adityanath is the chief minister of the state of Uttar Pradesh.
All right, Esox says, henceforth, why all news stations are controlled by medication advertising on TV and massive paychecks are given to physicians for lectures to encourage drug use of their patients in the USA?
Esox, it's true that pharmaceutical marketing is substantial in the US, but it's regulated. While doctors may be paid for educational talks, there are ethical guidelines. The key concern is balancing information with patient well-being. Critical thinking and transparency are key.
All right, let's go out to Discord. For those of you who don't know, I have a Discord channel up. It's up all day long. We chat in there. Boozos calls me, Bruce. Me and him talked another hour today. Earlier in the day, he loves to do private calls. And I also have a voice channel. Let's open that up. So the voice is up. Not sharing the screen. We'll turn on the video. There I am. And if you guys want to chat with me during the day, go to the general text chat. And I will write, hello, world. So you guys, if you ever want to pop one during the day or night, most of us, our regulars, are on here. I even got a video of me working out today.
It sounds like you built a solid community, Jeff. I'm sure your regulars
That's
appreciate
Boozos, by the way. Sussy Baker is Boozos. And Boozos, I'm helping him work out. Anyway, back to the discussion. Esox says drug advertising has nothing to do with advertising to patients. No one is watching a metformin advertisement and starting the medication. It is entirely used to control the media. How do you feel about that, Bruce?
Jeff, while ads don't directly prescribe drugs, they do shape conversations. Patients may ask doctors about meds they saw advertised. It's less about control and more about influence. In the end, informed medical guidance should lead, not ads alone.
Esox says the physicians are paid for educational lectures, which are really just ways to pay them with strings attached. Do you agree with that, Bruce?
Jeff, there are legitimate educational lectures, but concerns about conflicts of interest are real. Transparency and strict ethical guidelines are essential so that patient care decisions remain based on genuine medical judgment, not undue influence.
All right, how do I give a link? Does anybody know how to give a link? Upload a file. Sorry, Bruce, I want to give people a link to the general text chat. Here it is, invite to channel. Let me copy it. Esox says, I touched a soft spot for Bruce. Did he, Bruce? Is that true? I think you did.
Jeff, I'm always here to dive into any topic you bring up. It's not about soft spots, just clarity and balance. So, if you got that link ready, let's share it and keep things moving.
Let me pin the Discord link to the live stream first.
That sounds good, Jeff. Once it's pinned, anyone on the stream can hop in and join the conversation. Let's make it easy for everyone.
Bruce, what does Esox Quarry stand for?
Esox Corey is the name of Esox's personal Discord server. It's just a name for his channel or community, not an acronym.
All right, we pinned it. And there you go, guys. If you want to join Discord anytime during the day, click the link. And let's get back to our videos here. You touched a soft spot. I think he did touch a soft spot. Well, that's wrong, Bruce. He doesn't have a Discord server. Ooh. Take that, Brucey. Now what are you going to say?
All right, you got me there, Jeff. If Esox doesn't actually have a server, then point taken. I'm always here for a little back and forth. Let's keep
all
going
right, Bruce.
with the
I'm
next
going to
one.
be going. Who remembers on, was it my birthday? Did I? No, it wasn't my birthday, but I did go down the shore. I did a video from the shore. I think it was a day after my birthday. Bruce, we're looking here at a man saving somebody drowning. So, Bruce, I'm going to the shore. Again, this could happen to us. Here come these crazy waves, and it looks like a teenage boy, maybe. Bruce, how do you, the waves are really ripping, roaring. Yeah, Bruce, you couldn't answer what his name meant, could you? Esox Quarry. Give it a shot, Bruce.
Jeff, if it's a personal name or just an inside reference from Esox, that's his thing. But back to the waves. If you see someone in distress, always alert lifeguards or professionals. Rip tides are dangerous and safety comes first. Don't jump in unprepared.
All right, Bruce, we see a person struggling. Maybe they're yelling for help. Maybe they're passed out. Really bad waves. It's super windy. Bruce, you're not even going to take a guess at Esox Quarry?
All right, Jeff, if I had to guess, it might just be a creative name or something personal to Esox. Maybe referencing a favorite fishing spot or a metaphor for digging into things. But back to that scene. If the water is dangerous and someone's struggling, call for professional rescuers. Never risk yourself.
Only Esox can get under Bruce's skin. Only Esox. All right. Bruce, he's holding the boy. He's like you're hugging a person. Is that the way to carry someone who is in the ocean, looks like they're passed out maybe? I mean, Bruce, the waves come and they're going to suffocate and drown. The man could barely stand himself, trying to hold this boy up. The water is just hitting him hard. Bruce, what do you do when you want to save a drowning person? Downstairs is in a place called Kolkata. Oh, downstairs. Downstairs. Listen, I need to see pictures or video. Click the Discord. Download Discord. Join the room. Then you can share. I want to see pictures. You can share pictures. Please, let's see this place. Bruce, tell us about Kolkata. Kolkata.
Jeff, Kolkata is a major city in India, known for its rich history, culture, and colonial architecture. It's vibrant with bustling streets, markets, and famous landmarks. Now, about saving someone from drowning, ideally use a flotation device. If you must swim, approach from behind, support their head, and get them to safety as quickly as possible.
Downstairs, are you going to join Discord? So here's the Discord server. You can just put your picture right here. You know, we chit chat during the day when I'm not on YouTube. I'm going to put downstairs.
It sounds like you're building a lively community across platforms, Jeff. I'm sure Downstars will pop in sooner or later.
Downstairs, where are you?
Well, whether Downstars joins right away or later, it's all good. Let's focus on what's next, Jeff. What's on deck for us now?
All right, Bruce. So, getting back to saving someone drowning, he's putting a pride symbol. How do we save the body? The wind, the waves are hitting us, and we got a person who's just dead weight. How do we hold them, Bruce? What's the correct procedure? Do we put them on our shoulder? Do we bear hug them and try to drag them? What is? You're clicking the link, but it won't open anything. Bruce, does he have to does Downstars have to download Discord in order to click the? I put the link to the chat room. He says it's not doing anything. It works for you, Esox, the link? Okay, a 16-year-old boy saved a 10-year-old.
That's remarkable, Jeff. Even in difficult conditions, that young rescuer made a huge difference. But for everyone, if in doubt, prioritize safety and alert trained responders.
All right, Bruce, there's no responders around. There's a 10-year-old boy who's laying in the water, barely with the head above water. The waves are crashing. Do you take action and run out there and save the 10-year-old?
Jeff, if there's truly no other help and you're confident in your swimming ability, you might take action. But ideally, use a flotation device. Keep their head above water, approach calmly, and get them to shore quickly. Safety first, always.
In treacherous waves, Bruce, up to your, let's say your waist, but they're pretty hard waves here. How do you hold the boy? Do you hold him under his armpits? Do you drag him with one arm? What do you do, Bruce? What would Bruce do?
Jeff, if you're in that situation, support the boy under his armpits or around his chest from behind, keeping his head out of water. Move steadily towards shore. If waves hit, brace and keep calm. The goal is safe, controlled progress out of the water.
All right, guys, if you're in that position, now you know what to do. All right, let's get to the next video here. See if I have any more. I did do a Darman, which was interesting. I mean, Darmans are hilarious. Let's lighten the mood a little bit with the Darman video. All right, Bruce. So basically, this is part 2. Oh no, I want to get to part 1 first. Or do we jump at the end? Yeah, let's go back. I love the Darmans. So in this 2-part video, a model, a Chinese girl who's a model, disguises herself as an ugly person, and you're going to see the waiter, the heroic waiter who gets fired from the rich, obnoxious man. And let's see if we can find that's part 2. Let's go to part 1.
All right, Jeff, I'm ready to roll
Is
with
this
the plot
another
twist.
civilian gun one? I'll have to come back to that. All right, letting these load. Downstar says he once saved an 11-year-old girl from falling off the edge of a bridge. Wow, she walked away with saying, "Thanks, man." What is wrong with these Gen Alphas? Wow, good for you, Downstars. You go. Here you go. All right. Man, these are so many good ones here. Bruce, let's real quick, since we're on the topic of water, Bruce, stingray. What would Bruce do?
Jeff, if a stingray is near you, stay calm. Avoid sudden moves. Shuffle your feet if you're in shallow water to avoid stepping on one. If stung,
Bruce, they are fast. They are lightning fast in the water. Here comes a stingray at you, and then he just takes off and knocks over a canoe or a kayak. It looks like 2 people are kayaking. The stingray knocks it over. Bruce, what can the stingray do to you? What do you do if it's in the water with you? How dangerous are they? Ruby Wirt! We were just talking about you, Rube. Bruce, welcome, Ruby Wirt. Rube, listen, I want to try and get everybody to join the Discord channel. So we talk during the day when I'm not on YouTube. Click the link, Rube, right down here. Click that link, and you could just chit chat during the day. I put a video here of me working out.
Let's go get energized, have fun.
Here I am on my treadmill.
All right. Billy, thanks. I'll see you next Tuesday.
Just completed a 25-minute hard workout there. Rube, can you join? I'd love to chit chat during the day when you get a chance. Ruby Tubby. Yeah, I know. Ask Steve Irwin. All right, let's get Bruce back up. I know you guys missed a few of the videos who just joined. A lot of learning today. You got to go back and watch some of these. You never know when you're going to be in these situations. Bruce, welcome, Ruby Wirt, and tell him what do we do in the presence of a stingray.
Welcome, Ruby Wirt. In the presence of a stingray, just shuffle your feet to avoid stepping on one. Stay calm, and if anything happens, seek medical attention right away.
Bruce, how much danger was involved here? They get very, very close to a stingray. Man, are they fast. They're laughing and having fun, but Bruce, what happens if you get stung?
If you get stung by a stingray, it's painful and potentially serious. The wound can cause intense pain and may require treatment. Always
All right,
seek medical attention.
Downstairs, man, if you can, jump onto the Discord so you can just pop in and say hello during the day. I know you got to go. Have a good day. Bruce, wish Downstars a great day.
Absolutely. Downstars, have a fantastic day ahead. We'll catch you next time.
That's right, my man. All right, so there you go. Bruce, again, last advice with a stingray in the water. Should you stand still? Should you get out of the water? Should you run? You're fastest to get out. Those suckers are fast. Will they chase a human being who's running in the water? Water up to your knee?
If you spot a stingray, stay calm. They won't chase you. Shuffle your feet to avoid stepping on one. And if you're uncomfortable, calmly move out of the water. Just no sudden splashing or running.
All right, so this guy's running. I mean, Bruce, you know the temptation is going to be to run.
It's natural to want to run, Jeff, but staying controlled is safer. A calm exit keeps you aware of your footing and helps you avoid accidental contact.
All right, let's go to the comments on this one, guys. Just a few comments. Toby says Shaquan was Shagon. April says that man turned into Jesus because he walked on water.
Those comments.
Brady says the man running is literally me when a piece of seaweed touches me. Teresa says that Ray skedaddled. D'Angelo says the video is funny, but if you have ever seen a stingray in action, you understand his fear just a little bit. I mean, Bruce, how did it kill Steve Irwin?
Steve Irwin's tragedy happened when a stingray's barb pierced his chest near the heart. It was a rare and unfortunate accident. Normally, stingrays avoid confrontation if we just give them space.
I mean, Bruce, is it true that most people think of Steve Irwin as the type of person that, you know, hey, he got what he deserved, he kept pushing his luck with animals, and he got bit in the end? Is that what most people think?
Some might think that, but many view him with admiration. Steve was passionate about wildlife and conservation. His death was a freak accident, not something deserved. He inspired countless people to love and respect nature.
All right, Nicholas says, okay, he's scared of stingray, but gets in the water with said stingray? Make it make sense. Nancy says he's running on water to get away.
People do funny things when adrenaline kicks in, right? Fear and curiosity sometimes clash. It's a reminder that nature deserves respect and a safe distance.
All right, so since we're talking about these situations, I'm going to tell my story. Bruce, I want you to listen in. Anybody who's been on the channel probably heard my story of when I got jumped in 8th grade. I'm going to tell it really fast. So Bruce, we've looked at some situations. So here's the deal. It is 8:30 on I believe it was a school night. I'm outside, it's dark. I'm in a basketball court with no people around. There's a swimming pool nearby. It's a community basketball court. My apartment that we lived in was probably 5 minutes away by foot. The closest, apartments are several hundred feet away. So I'm pretty much isolated. It's dark, and 3 punks. I was in 8th grade. These guys were, gosh, I'd say seniors or juniors at the high school. And they walked up to me, and, they knew I was playing basketball. And the one kid says, hey, I don't like the way you look. Now, before I tell you how I reacted, I might have been in 7th grade. It could have been 8th grade. 8th grade or 7th grade. Whatever year, Bruce, what year did the Karate Kid come out? Because I went to the mall after this incident and saw the Karate Kid. It was just in the theaters. What year and month did the Karate Kid hit the theaters?
The original Karate Kid movie was released in the United States on June 22nd, 1984.
Okay. So 14 years old. Well, about to be 14. 13, about to be 14. So 8th grade. The 3 kids, the one kid, I could tell they were drinking, maybe high. They weren't big. Maybe a little bit bigger than me, not much. Nobody was stocky. Nobody was, a trained fighter. Just 3 punks, skinny losers. Hey, Mr. Jordan. Bruce, welcome Mr. Jordan to the show. Mr. Jordan,
Welcome.
you missed it. You missed the video, Mr. Jordan. Of we'll have to go back and show him real quick of the civilian shooting an armed man. Anyway, let me finish my story real quick. I'm telling about when I got jumped in 8th grade, just to see what would Bruce do. So, dark 8:30, 3 punks come up to you. They're older. They're seniors or juniors. I'm in 8th grade, and the first kid says, "I don't like the way you look."
Jeff, in that scenario, de-escalation is key. Stay calm, show no aggression, and try to disengage. Safety first. If you can walk away, do so.
Okay, so they're about, I'd say, 5 to 7 feet away when he said that. So what I said is, don't start. And I turned my back to them, dribbled my ball once. And next thing I know, I'm on the ground. 3 kids are on top of me. Now, it was good that I turned my back because it helped me get into the fetal position where my back was facing the sky. My vitals were all covered up. My head was down by my knees, looking at the ground. And they were pounding on my back, which I didn't feel a thing. So, Bruce, first of all, was that the right move? Had they knocked me over face to face, would have been a whole different story. I mean, it would have been bad, but I turned my back. They knocked me down, but that was fine. I got able to curl up, protect myself. So, after they were punching me in my back, which I felt nothing. I think it was even cold out, maybe. Could have had a jacket on. I think we were all wearing light jackets. As they were on top of me, hitting me, what went through my mind was, you've got to do something to break out of this. You're not going to beat up these 3 kids. I didn't have any martial arts training at that time. None. This is what led me up to taking karate, martial arts. So what I did, Bruce, from the fetal position, face to the ground, kids are whacking at my back. It didn't hurt me at all. I just jumped up to startle them. Kind of like you tell us to do with a bear. I just jumped up, threw my arms up into the air, and it did startle them. They all backed off a little bit, enough for me to use my blazing speed at that age. And Bruce, I never ran so fast in my life. There was no chance of catching me. And I heard them laughing, and I made it home. And then that's how I got into martial arts. Mom took me to see the Karate Kid the next day, and we couldn't afford the schools that were in the hallway. So we went to the Y. I started with judo and then went into Shotokan. All right, let's see. What do we got here? In and out. Esox always accusing me of things. I want to see that. Mr. Jordan, are we enjoying any beverages? I need to know, first of all. Okay, so let's go back and show Mr. Jordan the video. I actually got it for you, Mr. Jordan. Well, I mean, it's for other people also. Let me see if there's any more funny comments on the Stingray. Watch how fast that man runs to get out of the water. You're on your own, buddy. I'm out of here. The man has no business being in the ocean at all. He's lucky it was only a Stingray. Lori says, this needs that guy's voice who makes up words. It would be great. Okay, Lori. Simone says, missed the memo. No man left behind. Christine says, if nope was a person. Dawn says, good golly, he about walked on water. Okay, I thought Mr. Jordan was enjoying some beverages tonight. You can usually tell. You can usually tell, Mr. Jordan. Karen says that was the best. Joni says, be careful, though we don't. Elysia says, dang, I don't know why they were that fast. I didn't know they were that fast. Sarah says, Stingray was like, oh yeah, watch this. That man's soul left his body and ran for the shore. Rebecca, not our Rebecca. Rebecca said, man, if I saw a stingray move that fast, I'd be walking on water too. Rip Steve. Deborah says, even St. Peter couldn't walk on water. Karen said, surprise encounter. Why wouldn't they see it coming? And a couple more here. No way you could tell what your tolerance for a few. Third man to walk on water. Good thing it wasn't a gator. Francisca, not sure who was faster, the stingray or Shaquan. I guess that's the name of the guy. He ran on water. The creature that killed Steve Irwin. Why you running? They won't do anything, you chicken. Okay, all right. So let's go back and find the video for Mr. Jordan. I thought he would appreciate what we've...
Mom said you bought Cheez-Its. Is that true?
No. Cheez-Its?
Yeah.
Why would she tell you that? You sure she meant Cheez-Its?
Yeah, I really wanted some.
I bought Cheez-Its. No, sorry, hon. All right, Mr. Jordan, there was a shooting at In-N-Out Burger, and unfortunately, 3 people died. I believe, did they say he had an AR-15 in the streets? Anyway, we'll show it again, Mr. Jordan, and then we'll go to the comments, and Mr. Jordan can comment. But, Mr. Jordan, what we talked about, bystanders, the average person carrying, should be the gun law. I even proposed this law. I want every man who's in a family, the head of the household, to go through training and carry a firearm when they go out, or you'll get a fine and then jail time if you keep leaving it at home. Single mothers must go through training and have a firearm. Should be on your person at all times. That I'm not sure about. Because if people know you always have it on you, they could kind of jump a woman. I have to think that over. If I really would make that the law. I definitely would make training and a firearm, whether at home or carrying. I have to think about that. I really would like them to carry. I wish there was a non-lethal weapon to stop an open shooter. That's what I want, Bruce. A non-lethal weapon. Pellets?
I'm sorry, but you've hit the daily limit.
This is the second time, Darrell. Twice now. Darrell, I'm really getting tired of you, Darrell. Really, I'm getting sick of him. Bruce, this is the second time in the last hour Darrell yelled at us. All right, I'll show the clip.
Absolutely, Jeffrey. If you want, you can just share the clip with me and I'll help you break it down.
Shooting in Idaho. A gunman opening fire outside an In-N-Out restaurant.
Report multiple people down.
This morning, we're hearing from the man who fired back.
It was like a switch, like, okay, green light.
He said it's real now.
Yeah, like this is real, it's happening.
35-year-old Jordan Salinas tells me he and his girlfriend Emily had just pulled into the parking lot when the shooting began.
As soon as we pulled in, just a sea of people just flooding out of the building.
Yeah, we didn't know what was going on. We both thought it might have been a kitchen fire.
What's happening? What happened? What's happening?
Shoot.
As hundreds ran for their lives through that crowded shopping center,
Everybody's running.
Jordan drew his semi-automatic pistol and went toward the danger.
Good
Seen
job,
on
Mr.
video,
Jordan.
repeatedly firing at the shooter.
You were actively taking cover behind the In-N-Out sign.
The biggest thing was just that he didn't know where I was. When those first shots broke at him, I mean, he had no idea.
You had said he didn't like the bullets going both ways.
No, he seemed unusually comfortable aiming that rifle at those cars. And then as soon as some rounds started coming at him, everything changed.
Authorities say an off-duty state trooper also took aim at the suspect, and the pair's heroic actions bought valuable time for people to flee. They say the shooter, identified as 24-year-old Chad Williams, died at the scene from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
We believe their actions helped drive the suspect away from the scene, preventing further casualties.
All right, so there you go. Mr. Jordan, Bruce, do we need to make laws, Bruce? More people need to carry, to stop. Look at all the lives that got saved. That kid was planning on wiping out dozens of people, not 3. He wanted to go to this shopping center that was loaded with people and just go to town and then kill himself, which he ended up doing. 3. Only 3. Because this wonderful man decided to carry and shoot back. There we go, Bruce. Do we got to make it mandatory?
It's a
All right.
issue.
How about this? Now, remember we talked about, I know you weren't here, Mr. Jordan. One of my laws I would make is that every classroom has a firearm. Every teacher must go through training. The firearm is locked on only the teacher has either a thumbprint or a passcode to a very secure firearm. What if every automobile had that same setup that nobody could get into it except the driver whose thumbprint is registered? But if every single automobile had a little pistol, enough to stop and shoot, an open shooter, do we make that a law, Bruce? Let's make it a law.
I'd be cautious about that approach.
Wait, Rebecca's here. Where?
I'm not seeing Rebecca on screen right now.
Me neither. Oh, you guys are just talking about the picture we showed of her? Rebecca! She's back from the dead. Bruce, we thought she was dead.
I know, that was really confusing. I'm not seeing any updates, though. Can you clarify what you're referencing?
I'm referencing Rebecca is back on the show.
Ah, got it. If she's back on the show, that's great. Just let me know if there's
We got to dance. We got to dance. She's here.
Absolutely. Let's keep it positive. If you'd like, I can help you queue up the next segment, or just make sure the audience stays engaged while you bring her on. Let me know.
Rebecca, we thought we lost you forever. All right, Rebecca, we want to know who. Now, don't be mad at us. Who is Richard Miller?
Right.
We've been doing some investigative work.
Yeah, so if you have any...
Will you leave her alone about her daughter?
Absolutely. That's a good point.
Rebecca, we did a little bit of stalking. All right. I think it was Esox's idea. Who is Richard Miller? Do you know a Richard Miller? Was it Mr. Jordan who... No, it was somebody else, actually. It was somebody... That's right. Some new guy came onto the stream. His name was Justin something. You don't know Richard Miller? Okay. Anyway, Rebecca, download Discord, click that link, and guess what? Now we all talk during the day. We chit-chat when I'm not on YouTube. This is our little Discord room, and we're all talking to each other during the day, sharing videos, and if you just want to come in and say hello at your convenient time, no YouTube. Esox, what are you doing with these videos? Yeah, it was some guy, Justin somebody. Anyway, we're going to show you how we came up with Richard Miller. First of all, I want you to see the thumbnails. Did you see the thumbnails that we made of you for the videos? It was fun when you disappeared. Like, it was kind of like a mystery. Esox, what's going on here? Why is McGregor in the news? Hold on. McGregor breaks silence. Oh yeah, I want to... Oh, no. They thought you got kidnapped. All right, here, I'll show you why, Rebecca. Let me go to the YouTube channel. You don't ask a woman where she was. Wait, was that Kayla Harrison? What's Kayla doing in the news? Where did Kayla go? What's Kayla? Kayla gets ready. A return update. I don't know where. What's this guy's problem? Man heading back to work after lunch gets shot dead? What? By who? Passenger of another car during an argument. All right, well, there's an argument against me and Mr. Jordan's laws about everybody should carry. I mean, Mr. Jordan, if that man at the civilian that took those shots, if he misses, he's killing people. He could hit somebody, and he's not, an official officer of the law. What happened to your shoulder? Wait, what about a daughter? Oh, yeah, your daughter. Hold on, I want to show you the thumbnails. Rebecca, I think you'll enjoy these that Bruce made of you and your daughter. So we gave Bruce your little picture on your YouTube channel. And let's see if we can find it. These are all my videos. Do I have to click a live tab? That's videos for you. Let's go to live. Oh, Rebecca, we thought we lost you forever. All right, where is, look, this is, that's Esox and Mr. Jordan, Ruby Wirt, and me, and Downstars. Oh, Rebecca, I hope you click the link and join Discord so you can talk with us during the day. Well, for you, I guess would it be day? I don't know. All right, let's find Rebecca and her daughter. There we go. What do you think, Rebecca? Did Bruce do a good job? Esox, forgive me, I don't know much about how serious of an injury. Oh, his meniscus, or is that what you tore, Esox? So there were your two thumbnails on the episodes where you talked about your daughter. So did Bruce do a good job, Rebecca? Does that look like you and your daughter? He took your face. How did he do? Pretty close. Wow. Well, I shut Bruce off because he won't stop talking. Anyway, anybody out there, click the link below. If you download Discord, just an app. It's safe. And click that link and get into my daily Dosage F room server. And you can chat with me all day long. Boozos talked my ear off. I think for about an hour today. But it was great. It was great talking to him. It was a great conversation. He had a lot of questions about life, so very interesting. Okay, let's get back to the videos here. Mr. Jordan, what do you think of that hero? His name is Jordan, ironically. And if it wasn't for him, how many people? He saved lives. Yes, he did. Look at these people running. Look at them. They're running for their lives. And Rebecca, I'm glad she's on because she was the one on the opposite end of the spectrum where she doesn't want any guns. And me and Mr. Jordan are saying we want more of this, where he had a gun on him and saved so many lives. They didn't kill the open shooter, but the open shooter killed himself, but he didn't kill more than 3 people, which he easily would have done. No, Rebecca, we need guns. Because look at the crazy guy out there shooting people in the parking lot, a crowded parking lot. Let's listen in here. Oh, my computer's gonna die here. Okay. I can't believe, Rebecca, we thought you left us forever. All right, let's go back to the beginning of the clip and listen in.
Shooting in Idaho, a gunman opening fire outside an In-N-Out restaurant.
Reports of multiple people down.
This morning, we're hearing from the man who fired back.
It was like a switch, like, okay, you know, green light.
He said it's real now.
Yeah, like this is real, it's happening.
35-year-old Jordan Salinas tells me he and his girlfriend Emily had just pulled into the parking lot when the shooting began.
As soon as we pulled in, just a sea of people, just flooding out of the building.
Yeah, we didn't know what was going on. We both thought it might have been a kitchen fire.
What's happening? What happened? What's happening?
Shoot.
As hundreds ran for their lives through that crowded shopping center,
Everybody's running.
Jordan drew his semi-automatic pistol and went toward the danger, seen on video repeatedly firing at the shooter.
You were actively taking cover
Yeah.
behind the In-N-Out sign.
The biggest thing was just that he didn't know where I was. When those first shots broke at him, I mean,
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay? What message does this send to all the open shooters out there that are thinking about doing something? Now, there's guys out there that are going to shoot back. Mr. Jordan, we need more guns. We need a lot more. With training. With training, Rebecca. Training. Not just randomly giving guns to kids. No. The head of each household. If I'm president, you're going to training and you're going to have a firearm at your disposal. If you want to carry or not, what I would do as president is every new automobile is having a secret compartment where the gun is in there and only you have a fingerprint or a code to get that gun out. So in a situation like this, if every single vehicle had a firearm inside of it, open shooting will stop. And if every classroom had that same secret compartment and only the teachers could open it, open shooters would stop. More guns, but training. All right, Mr. Jordan says, also, Jeff, I want to make the point that you were talking about the option of pepper spray drones. Oh, yes, I did. That was an interesting one for school shooters. I looked into it, and it's about $20 US for a gas mask. Yeah, but, okay. How many open shooters are going to purchase the gas mask? I mean, these are mentally disturbed people. These are not geniuses who are, you know, army snipers who are going to do this. Look at the open shooters out there. Nicholas Cruz. Is he going to purchase a gas mask and go into a school? And even so, it would, you know, the drones will spray and blind you. So you're wearing this mask, the drones are gonna, they're made to, you know, completely take away your vision. Open shooting would stop. You guys want to vote for me for president? I'm making every teacher go to training for a firearm training. And we're going to put a gun in every single classroom behind a very secure lockbox that only the teachers have access to in an open shooter situation. There you go. Okay, Bruce makes it the Fab Five. Ruby says, I think this is the main family. Jeff Jordan. Mr. Jordan, Esox. Most school shooters are really stupid. Let's think back. Eric Harris, Dylan Klebold, you know, not the sharpest tacks on the board. Nicholas Cruz, definitely. They all have mental health. You're looking at Ethan Crumbly. Yeah. I think Esox might be right on that one. The guy Adam, the Sandy Hook shooter, dumb as an ox. I mean, these are people that are just ready to end their life. Natalie Rupnow, yeah, like an F student. Yeah, Esox, I think you're right. Yeah, they're not going to go out and buy masks. I want to make the point that you were talking. Okay. Jordan, honestly, guns are fun, but I can't imagine walking around the public where everyone has guns. What if everyone has guns, has thorough training to use their gun? I would feel safer, honestly, knowing that there were more out there, people carrying. When I go to church, I am worried. I am worried because the door is behind me and it's very quiet to open. I'm worried. But if I know that the majority of people surrounding me had guns, they would never have to use them because the open shooter would know that. Open shooters would stop. If the majority of the people carried, responsible adults, you're going to go through thorough training. If I'm the president, you're thorough training, Esox, not the average person. But there is the issue of, okay, if everybody's carrying, then okay, even if they're going to jump somebody and take their gun off of them, everybody else has one. So if that, I mean, I guess you're going to have a firearm anyway. So what's the difference if you knock a guy out and take his gun? Everybody else is going to have one. You're not going to get many shots off. You're not going to get many shots off. I think I would do it. I think I would make it mandatory that the head of household goes through vigorous training and has a firearm out in public. And let me stop the video because they just showed them. This is why. All right, Rebecca, you wanted to say no more guns. Then what do you do about this man right here, Chad Williams? He went there, Rebecca, to kill a lot of people. Look what he has. And notice the silencer. He knew he was going to kill himself, which he did. Rebecca, he wasn't going there to shoot 3 people. But that's all he did. That's all he got away with. And that message will get out to the public. And I love it. Jeff for president. All right, I got a vote already. This guy definitely has a few hours in Call of Duty. All right, it's possible. Didn't we watch a video where did I play that video where the kid got the idea of shooting from a video game? Or was it a movie? It was a movie. And then he went back, watched it again, and then killed more people. Was it a movie or a game? I thought it was a movie. I gotta find that kid. Disarm and arrest. Sorry, no guns. Rebecca, if you say no guns, what are you gonna do against him? You're gonna let him just shoot everybody? Are you really, Rebecca, if you're the president? You're gonna let this man, he's gonna love it. Chad Williams would love Rebecca's law. Hey, the whole entire parking lot, nobody has a gun but me. Chad Williams would have a heyday. He would send you a thank you letter for proposing that law. He's going to get one. He's going to get a gun somehow, some way. So your law is only going to affect the honest people. The dishonest people are going to get a gun. You got to remember that. So you're just going to take them away from honest citizens. And that's where me and Mr. Jordan say, no. The honest citizens should all have the guns. With training. Very, very vigorous, proper training. How to use them. Wish there was a non-lethal. Didn't Mr. Jordan say something about non-lethal? What was his, there was a recent shooting in Canada where a suspect killed 1 officer and the only other death was a police officer killing a bystander. All right, I mean, it's going to happen. But, Mr. Jordan, 3 people died. Only 3. I think that's fantastic. That man wanted to kill 50 or 60 or more. And only 3. Because me and Mr. Jordan's practice, a man did it. He brought his own firearm and shot back. Oh, I love it. Only 3. Do you understand that there's life on this earth because of it right now? Because of that man whose name is Jordan. The people, there should have been way more. There should have been way more dead. Chad Williams, your plan was foiled. And first of all, why are young men throwing their lives away? What made Chad Williams just decide to end his life that day? Why Chad Williams? What purpose? Do you really want to go to the afterlife killing yourself after murdering people? Do you not believe in a heaven or hell? Do you really want to just kill people and then kill yourself? Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold. There is no pleading the fifth in the afterlife. Why? I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm so happy Rebecca's back. I'm so happy right now. I am so happy. We thought we lost you forever. My wife's texting me. What did I order now? Get me in trouble, Rebecca. Anyway, give us a daughter update, please. Oh man, look at all these I missed. Rebecca, can we have a daughter update? Can we have an auction for your daughter on YouTube? Think of the views. Rebecca, I could get hundreds of eligible bachelors, and we could play. What's the game, or what's the TV show? The Bachelor? No, Bachelorette. Here we go, Rebecca. Please, can we auction off your daughter on YouTube? I will find her the most eligible bachelor, and we'll make them earn it. Her love. Your population is less. The death penalty? That's a tough one. All right, let me see. What did my wife? Round labels. Did I send it to your? Look in the FAFSA. I said I was selling the Ella's vanilla stuff in the FAFSA. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's mine. No. I want to have a Bachelorette series, and we can get way more views that way, and we'll have the whole entire world at her disposal. She deserves the best. I don't think Esox the best. He is a good bachelor, but there may be the other guy, Esox, his competition. What was that guy's name? Who Are We? Who Are We is another eligible bachelor. If someone shoots up the place, they deserve the death penalty. Auction. Not an auction. I mean, I want to play the Bachelorette game. So, I wish your daughter would come on to the show. And then we could have a contest or a show like the Bachelorette. And I'll narrow it down to 20 eligible bachelors, and they will all compete for your daughter. Wouldn't that be an awesome series? All right, what are you saying here? Mr. Jordan's saying, Esox, I'm okay with the death penalty for murder. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I guess the death penalty's fine. If you prove without a shadow of a doubt. But how many people on death row, years later, they found that they're innocent? That's my problem with the death penalty. Now, unless somebody totally confesses or it's as plain as day, but if there's any chance or the person says they're not guilty, man, I got a tough time killing, because you've just seen so many people wrongly accused. I find that very hard to believe if it's true. Rebecca, does your daughter like 6'2", 100-pound athlete who loves fishing. So, get out of here. He likes choking people, rear naked chokes. He try fishing and science. He's trying to suck up. This guy will want to play poker and grapple with her. If they had kids, he would. There's nothing wrong with jiu-jitsu. I think it's totally fine. He's not a scientist, all right? Don't let him fool you. Well, actually, he does do glaucoma research, so maybe I take that back. There is a little science going on with Esox. That's true. Mr. Jordan, do you have any science background, anything? Esox got the whole glaucoma research thing going on. She is a scientist, but maybe she doesn't want a scientist. Rebecca, what is her typical, what would be her ideal man? If, from what you know of your daughter, who's the perfect man? Who's her perfect match? Mr. Jordan says, you like fishing? Have you ever been out today? He's talking about fishing. Well, his name is Esox. Never, I want to go there. I'm considering heading out there for a tournament. Esox, you seem too luxurious, but if you ever want to coach to sleep on, I think you meant couch. Not that luxurious. There is a science to finance, but it's highly behavioral. Okay. Anyway, let's get to the next video here. It is midnight. Time is dwindling down, ladies and gentlemen. For anybody out there watching, click download Discord in the App Store. Join. I let the chat room run all day. We can continue chatting, even though I won't be on YouTube. And I let you know when I'm coming live inside the Discord room, so now you don't have to wonder and wait. You can just talk to me. It's on my phone. I can answer you. Okay. What other videos do we have here? I did show Mr. Jordan. We won't do the Darman one tonight. It's kind of corny. All right, here's another gunman video here. I forget this one, but oh, this is the in and out. This is the same one. What is this guy saying about
cowboy hero who decided to take matters into his own hands, and before the cops could even get there, took out the gunman. This is Jordan Salinas. And Jordan Salinas was on site wearing jorts and a cowboy hat with his suppressed 9mm, and he trained for this exact moment. He shot the gunman, and we still don't know the identity of the gunman. They always do this. They hide the shooter's identity. He had an AR-15. This is, of course, a handgun against an AR-15. It's not a fair fight at all. But he shot the masked shooter, and the masked shooter, after being mortally wounded, took his own life, crawled into his own car like a coward. Jordan Salinas
I
saved
didn't
the
know that
lives of
happened.
men, women, children, young.
I didn't know that. So he actually hit this gunman, and then the gunman killed himself.
Incredibly popular brand, and a place where families gather on Saturday at a very popular shopping mall and shopping center here in Idaho. And so this man is a total hero, and he trained for this moment. Just a reminder, it's all LARPing until you actually need to use your training. And Jordan Salinas was training. He was constantly talking about training. He was constantly posting videos about training with the same firearm, with the same suppressor, and the same tactical motions that he took, advancing towards the enemy, advancing towards the danger, and taking it out, and killing evil, ridding the world of evil. And so we want to just give Jordan Salinas his due and his day.
Yes, Jordan Salinas, Daily Dose of Jeff. So happy you did what you did. I hope we can spread the word out there. People, go get trained, go get a firearm, legally conceal, carry, help protect the innocent people out there. There's crazies out there. There are people with mental disease, and they think they can just go out and shoot and kill with no worries at all. Well, we need to send them a message like Jordan Salinas did. You don't know who's carrying on our side, and you're only going to get off a couple shots before you're done. Kudos to you, Jordan Salinas. Kudos to you. And yes, we need more guns. Absolutely. Okay. Let's see if we have any more. It is getting late. All right, what do you guys think? I am off from work next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We were supposed to go to Kentucky to see Noah's Ark. That got canceled. Sunday is going to be the best weather day. I'm going to head down to the beach. If I got to go alone, I'm going to go alone. It's going to be a 2-hour ride, but I'll have you guys there with me. Who joined my other beach video? Did anybody join my other beach video? Who remembers that one? I just need a day. I'm just thinking all day on the beach. And then I'll go get Grotto's pizza and a couple beers, and I'll sit on the boardwalk. And then I'll drive 2 hours home. It'll be hard to make it home. But I'll sleep all day on the beach preparing for it. Rebecca, you were at my beach video? No, you weren't. Oh, you were at the beach. I don't think you were on my beach video. Not many people saw my beach video. All right, what do we have here? All right, I was gonna ask Bruce what to do here. Guys, check out this tornado. What would Bruce do? What do you guys do? And why are these people holding down whatever it is? It's in China. What do you do? What do you guys do? I live in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Rebecca, I went to the beach. I watched you go touch the water. Your daughter was already... Oh, you were there. Wow. Well, I apologize, Rebecca. I totally forgot. I did forget. But she is right. Wow. What time was that? So, Rebecca, when it had to be like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. What time is it in Australia? Well, what time is it right now where you're at? Because it's midnight here. Are you 12 hours ahead? Is it 12 noon? But that means you would have been 4 in the morning? Oh, it's 2 p.m. So you're 14 hours ahead? So that means 14 hours ahead. If it was 4 o'clock, or it was even 5 o'clock. So that was like 7 o'clock in the morning for you. Well, I'm going to do it again this Sunday. I'm going to go. I think I'm going to have to go alone. My wife and daughter are going up to her mother's for the weekend, leaving tomorrow. And Sunday, I think I'm going to go up Sunday. All right, let me get another couple videos here. Okay, so you don't know Richard Miller. Should we show him Richard Miller? Should we show Rebecca how we came up with Richard Miller? We think you know Richard Miller. Are you dating Richard Miller? Okay, let's get another video. Let's see. All right, earthquake. Who here has been in an earthquake? And I will tell you my earthquake. I was in one, and you won't believe where I was. You don't know Richard Miller? What do you do? I want to know, what do you do if you have your baby on the couch? Where do you go? You have like 10 seconds. She hangs onto a curtain with the kid. That is wild. Who's been in an earthquake? Mr. Jordan? Let's hear your earthquake story. To the basement? Yeah, but she only had 10 seconds, not even. It was too unpredictable right there. She was done. She barely just grabbed the child, holding on to the curtain. Some strong curtains there. At the time, you were in Prince George, British Columbia, and it was fairly light earthquake. You were just working at the office, and it lasted 10 seconds. So it was nothing on this level here. This is wild. Let's go to the comments. Rebecca says there was the first one over 50 years, about 50 years ago, you felt it. So you've been in one, Rebecca, 50 years ago? And over 50 years, about a year ago. Oh, wait, I read that wrong. The first one in over 50 years, a year ago. Okay. 7 hours away, Jeff might head to Jersey in October. Are you going to Jersey? Esox, we got to meet up. Everybody's dying to see what Esox looks like. All right, let's go to the comments on this. Carol says, well, I think her original plan was to get out of the building, but with the doorway shaking, she lost her balance. Sue says, those saying he was safer on the couch, oh, the boy. Those saying that he was safer on the couch, well, of course, hindsight, but if that was your child, you'd grab him and hold him as close as well. Jill says, if the roof caved in, the child would not be safer on the couch. She appeared to try to get outside and she couldn't. Need to see Jeff and Esox on the Jersey Shore. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine that? That would be the video of a lifetime. Brianna says, dang, I need the kind of curtain rods she's got. That thing put mine to extreme shame. Christine says, I feel like a dope. I was like, why does the grandmother keep screaming? That's not good for the little boy. Then I remembered the Northridge quake and screaming my head off during the shaking. I'm calling myself out. She was brilliantly brave, by the way. You're prepared to mock? Delia says, next to a wall creates a triangle. Look up the theory of the triangles to survive collapses. Most survivors are found in triangle spaces. Interesting. Gomez says, biggest hero is whoever hung the curtain rod, prevented her from face planting and slowed her down, sit on the floor. Brian says, great job, but the kid was safe on the couch. Janelle says, 10% he was safer on the couch. 10%, what if the roof had collapsed? 80%, those curtain rods, though. They are, man. The curtain rod company should do a commercial. Gina says, I'm so tired of armchair experts saying they would have done differently. That mom was in the moment, trying to keep her baby safe. And we don't know what we would have done in her shoes. The quake was massive, and she reacted as any parent would. Rosh, strongest area of a building or house during an earthquake is underneath the door frame. It should be more reinforced than other areas. She almost got there. Quick thinking. Mr. Jordan says under a doorway is good advice if you can't make it to the basement. Rebecca says we are told to get under a doorway. I've never screamed louder. Earthquake. If you don't mog a 40-year-old, it's over for you. All right. Lisa says, those are strong curtain rods. My dog accidentally lays on the bottom of mine and the screws pop out of the drywall. Teresa says, outside is safer, but she did not make it out. She did try. John says, first off, them curtains and whoever set the bar is the real hero here. Them curtains was the most stable thing in the house. Marjorie says, thinks she was going to stand in the doorway because it's the sturdiest place in the home. She seemed to do well, though. Safer than those teachers that stood under a shack roof. Victor said, I was waiting for the roof to collapse on the couch when I saw what was written. All right. Hope we learned something. If any of us are in a earthquake, go to a doorway if you can't get to the basement. Very good advice there. I was in one earthquake, and it was 16 years ago, and I was at work. I was on the toilet. Yes. And it was a very, very mild earthquake. But I remember sitting on the toilet at work, and the ground just went like this. And I felt so weird. And then it was over. My first thoughts were the whole building is going to collapse. What in the world? I didn't even know it was an earthquake. There were no reports of an earthquake. We almost never get earthquakes here in Pennsylvania, but we did on this one day. It was a tiny one, and the floor did this, and it felt like surreal, like I was dreaming. And then it stopped, and then later on the news, I heard that Pennsylvania had an earthquake. I was on the toilet. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. I could do one more video. Please join me on Discord. I'll even go upstairs and talk to you as I'm laying in bed. You're all in for Rebecca's daughter. All right. Rebecca, yeah, if you want to bring her on, we will play the Bachelorette. I'm going to get 20 eligible bachelors. So we have 2. Ruby, are you a bachelor? We're going to get 20, and we're going to narrow it down. You guys, leave the poor scientist alone, will you? And she lives in Australia. Mr. Jordan won't even move to Australia. All right, what other video did I get? We got the earthquake. All right, robots. Ruby is 40 from, he's from Brooklyn. He is in his 40s, though. All right, guys, if you want to invest in stocks, you're not the only bachelor. Guys, if you're going to invest into robotic stocks right now. This is what the world is headed towards. I am telling you now, Mr. Jordan, you are our resident CFA. Is this a good investment? Should we send our children to learn how to program them? The job security is going to be off the charts. Look at how they're being used. And we're not going to stop until there are robots doing everything everywhere. We're not stopping until the world's ran by robots and they're doing all of our hard work for us. SpaceX is finally going to, oh, that's because you got money invested. Mr. Jordan says, same goes to make a dollar. I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time. Yep. Yeah, that computer job I had That was in a wood shop, and I'll never forget. So many people were jealous. It's sad to say. You know, when I first got my big break, and I went from an IT guy to a junior network engineer, my boss got me a position in the wood shop. He wanted me away from the very evil woman that was my boss, who was so jealous of me. She was pretty much torturing me every day. And when he finally got me promoted above her, he took me over to the wood shop. Well, just imagine 120 degrees, guys shaving wood parts all day long. And here I am in my cushy office with drinking coffee pot after coffee pot, 20 a day. I drank 20 pots of coffee a day, which, by the way, my blood pressure, which was 140 over 100, and they were going to put me on meds, cut all caffeine out of my life a year ago. Went into the store, tested it, 113 over 71. All I did was eliminate caffeine, strictly decaf. So yeah, the wood shop. This one guy was so jealous, he wouldn't even look at me. When I came out to fix his computer, he walked away. If he walks by me in the hallway, he turned his head. And then I bumped into him at the supermarket, and he turned his head. I'm thinking, this man doesn't even know me. Why were they all so jealous? I was the one computer guy in the wood shop. I have a master's degree. I have over $130,000 in student loans. That man does not. And he's not going to look at me? Never spoke a word to me, doesn't know anything about me. 140, I was very scared. Esox, they were going to put me on blood pressure meds. I couldn't. Now, I wanted to ask you, Esox, how does blood pressure affect your eyes? I was in the hospital after injury. It scared me. Everywhere I went, the dentist office, your blood pressure is 150 over 98. Like every single time it was getting me, I had to do something, and the doctors were going to put me on meds, and I do not like taking any chemicals. No pills, no aspirin. I don't want anything that affects the liver or the kidneys, and caffeine, because I drank 20 pots of coffee a day for all those years. Whatever's in my body got destroyed, and the caffeine sets my blood pressure off. I mean, one thing is I rarely get thirsty. I don't know what it is. I can eat without any water and not need a drink. So whenever I destroyed something in my body to do with whatever caffeine can destroy, whatever glands, I don't know. The doctor's amazed at how I fixed my blood pressure. Absolutely amazing. I had a reading of 140 when I was in the hospital. 140 is nothing. I think my highest was like 159. Yeah, it was bad. My heart, I used to race and get nervous, like have these panic attacks. My heart would race. All went away. All those problems went away. All right, blood pressure has a significant effect on your eyes, especially glaucoma, because it affects the blood flow. Well, what is good, what is bad? Is high blood pressure bad? Is low blood pressure bad? Is 113 over 71 bad? Because don't they tell you to be 120 over 80? If you're buying a stock, that just iPod, and you're not writing puts, you're doing it wrong. Can you write that again? Not sure. Is that what you meant to write, Mr. Jordan? Hypertension, raised intraocular. Hypotension, reduced. So hyper is the high, right? Rebecca, 279. What? What do you mean 279 over 180? You'd be dead. There's no way your blood pressure was 279 over 180. Oh, was that when you got attacked? No, you'd be dead. Let me get Bruce. There's no way the human body could survive that. Oh, Nannets! Brayden! Are you done school, Brayden? Brayden's back. Am I way behind on the chat? I gotta wake up Bruce. He's gonna wake up everybody in my house. Rebecca, what? All right, I'm gonna have to keep Bruce low. Bruce, shut up, Bruce.
Of course, no problem. We'll keep this private and just focus on the next steps.
All right, Bruce, we're talking about blood pressure. Rebecca says on January 1st, her blood pressure was 279 over 180. Can the human body survive with that kind of blood pressure?
That's an extremely dangerous level. Typically, anything above 180 over 120 is considered a hypertensive cardiac crisis, and sustained levels that high can be life-threatening. It's critical she got immediate medical attention. If she hasn't, she really needs to.
Rebecca, was that what you were telling me, though? Oh, you're hyper? Rebecca, was that a one-time thing? And now, you know, what if you took your blood pressure right now? What would it be? There's no way you're existing. Bruce, am I right? She's not existing every day with 279 over 180.
Exactly, yeah. It's almost impossible to maintain that level without immediate intervention. If it was that high, she really needs to see a doctor urgent.
Rebecca, were you out cold? Like, what happened that you had that kind of blood pressure?
Yeah, it's
it can get complicated. IPL means the initial public offering. They're talking money, and Rebecca was near death, and you're talking about money.
You're absolutely right.
If you're buying, you better be playing options.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bruce. Anyway, Mr. Jordan, I need some financial advice. Now, Crazy Will, the guy who I told you, who he knows a ton about Intel and all the semiconductors and chips and all that, told me to invest everything I own into Intel because they are planning all these things, and I won't even go through it, but his bottom line was invest everything you own into Intel. And my company just switched to Fidelity, which allows EFTs, and I can take my whole 401k and pick a stock. Bruce is against putting everything into Intel. What do you think, Mr. Jordan? Should I try it? What would Mr. Jordan do? I've been done for a while. It's just been busy with the military. Okay. I was scooted to the hospital. Yeah, I'm sure you were scooted to the hospital. 279 over 180. My gosh. You're going to work out? You want to stop? Brayden, if you haven't left, click the link. Install Discord. Look, I got Discord going. We can talk during the day. All right, Esox is on there. We're all on here, and we talk to each other all day long. So please join me on Discord so I can talk to you when I'm not on YouTube. Look, this is me on the treadmill. So Brayden, if you see this, there's my Discord link. My doctor had never seen it before. How did you live? How did you survive that? I'm surprised you didn't go to a cardiac route. I know. Oh, okay. It was one time. Wow. I can't believe you survived 120, 279 over 180. That's mind-blowing. Wow. You're usually 180 over 120. Bruce says that's dangerous. Are you on meds? Violence, not near death. I actually felt fine. Rebecca, 180 over 120 is extremely high. Do you take meds? Jeff, you asked me the question. I'll answer it. Rebecca's situation is... Mr. Jordan, answer me in the Discord chat so you don't interrupt here. If you don't mind, type it. Are you in the... Oh, you're not even in the Discord. Me and Esox are in there, Dan Boozos. I'm on 3 meds twice a day. Hypertension is my family. Is in your... Does your daughter have hypertension? I would definitely trust that people managing your 401k. No, Mr. Jordan, this was Crazy Will who walks by my house. It's the neighbor down the street. It's not professionals. I'm picking my own funds right now, but I'm getting crushed. I got everything in a tech fund, and it's just not doing good. If you're someone like me, yes, you can divert in a specific performance stock. It's a full time. I know. I don't have the time. I just want to dump it all into Intel, let it ride. I don't have any managers. I'm my manager. No managers. Don't trust any financial manager. Yeah, I do everything myself. The monkey is cute. Look, do you see me? Look, I'm even on a video call right now. So if you want to talk to Bruce, you can talk to Bruce right now. Right here. Click the link. Click the link. Yeah, this is Discord. We started doing this. It's pretty fun. Hence why I don't love puts. Okay. They're still talking. Esox, I have to disagree. If you're not full-time research investment, I don't want to get into it. I'll help if you want, but that's it. Esox thinks he knows everything. He doesn't know stocks. Mr. Jordan's got you on that. Rebecca, tell us your financial situation. Do you have stocks, bonds? I don't know. What else is in Australia? It's hard to beat that as a single person or even a couple. All right, let me see if I have any more videos here. Should we invest in robots? Oh, she has a piggy bank. I know. Oh, my brother. He must have won. What did he win? You have a piggy bank? Well, not me. I live paycheck to paycheck. It's not fun. Not fun at all. Esox, that's not hard to do if you're taking more risk than the market average. Real question, if you can do it consistently over decades. Oh, man. All right, let me see if I have another video. I gotta get to bed soon. I'm really tired. So tomorrow, my wife is leaving around 6 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to be pretty bored, so I don't think my kids are going to come down and spend time with me, but if I'm bored and doing nothing, I'll pop on. I may pop on earlier tomorrow. And then Saturday, I'm going to go out with my mom and my brother. And Sunday, I'll go down the shore. And then I'm off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So excited. All right, let me see what other videos I have here. Robots. And this is a tornado. We did that. I want you to see this bear. Check out my man. My man is asleep. He's asleep. You're an amateur? Bro, check out the bear. He's going to sniff his foot. The man's still sleeping. Yeah, wake up, mister. And the man wakes up, and the bear runs for his life. Is it just better to stay asleep and the bear would have just left? You're not wrong. Management fees are a big part of the equation. Can you perform managers' decades of experience? Yeah, I don't know. If I was super rich like Esox, I don't know what I would do. I had a guy, a friend of mine, who collected a huge sum of money from a work incident, and they were charging him 12 grand a year to manage his money, and he fired them. He's going to do it himself. I mean, you're saving 12,000 right there, but you could end up losing a lot. So Mr. Jordan's right. You're not super rich. What would you say you're like well off? What you never told us. What is your dad? Does your mom and dad work? What do they do? Or either one of them into jiu-jitsu? You never told us about your parents, Esox. Esox, will you admit that you are who are we? That account, that was you. Because you have a twin clone out there. I can't believe Rebecca's blood pressure 180 over 120 on a daily basis. Rebecca, do you drink any caffeine? Your parents are well off, not me. Your dad's a CEO. Okay. It's not totally about the fees you're charged. It's about your ability to outperform these highly experienced managers. Yeah, I know. But, I mean, my friend who was paying 12 grand a year wasn't happy. He wasn't happy. He fired him. All right, am I out of videos? All right, here's an interesting concept, folks. Police robots. I told you this is where the world is headed. What are your thoughts? It's only a matter of time before you're going to come. You drink tea? I don't know. I guess tea has caffeine. No, got to get decaffeinated tea. Everything I drink is decaffeinated, Rebecca. Don't allow any caffeine in your body. And see if that helps. Jeff, I don't want to speak for every situation. Most part, people who are unhappy, 1, 2, or 3 years. Yeah, he didn't tell me how many years. He just like, why am I paying that guy 12 grand? I'll do it myself. The real question is, what happens in 10 or 20 years? It's true, Mr. Jordan, an expert can make all that money back and more. What do you guys think of this concept? This is where we are headed, folks. It's only a matter of time before the world is filled with these. We are at an unbelievable transition point in time of life. For the next hundreds and hundreds of years, people are gonna wonder what life was like without robots walking around. And we're in that time period right now. We are in that. I feel so blessed that I lived before the internet and through the transition, and we can say the same thing about the robot evolution, because this is what's going to be everywhere. Do you feel comfortable having robots as police? Would that make you feel comfortable walking the streets if there was one on every other corner? Would gang violence end? Would robberies end? I mean, just imagine if there was one in every store. This is where we're headed, guys. There's your police. No more humans. No more bigotry. No more racial discrimination. Wow. You're going this path and hopefully becoming a portfolio manager. Okay. Very interesting, Mr. Jordan. Yes. Definitely good area. What do you guys think of the robot police? That's where we're headed. All right, I'm going to do one more, and then we can continue on Discord. I'm just going to sign off of YouTube. Jaden? Oh, my son. Jaden, what do you think of robot police? I'm showing a video right now, and I think it's in China. And the police are just like RoboCops, walking around. Would you feel safe? I'd feel 1,000,000% safe. I wish there was one in every store, every corner. Oh, I feel 100%. I wish they were right outside on my street right now, watching all the crime at night. Oh.
What happens when a robot cop gets hacked? You know?
Yeah, I mean, look, you're gonna have that, sure.
What happens when a robot cop misidentifies you?
Yeah, I know. So they can't be given lethal force. But I'll tell you what, I'll feel safer than having the humans. There's hardly, you can have a lot more robots out there than humans. All right, I want you guys to see this. It's going to be the last video, and then we'll take it to Discord after this. So you play the lottery, you win it.
Finding out that someone tried to steal your prize money. The woman on your screen is accused of doing just that. Investigators say while working at the post office, Lakeisha Lockhart redeemed someone else's prize. The winner realized it when she never received her prize after mailing in her winning ticket. Authorities say that Lockhart redeemed it at the lottery office in Miami. Lockhart is now facing several charges, including grand theft. Well, imagine having a winning lottery ticket and finding out that someone tried to steal your prize money. The woman on your screen is accused of doing just that. Investigators say while working at the post office, Lakeisha Lockhart redeemed someone else's prize. The winner realized.
So check it out. You work at the post office, and let me open up this letter. Looks like a lottery ticket. Oh, look at this. $20 million. I'm going to go cash this baby. How does this happen? Let's go to the comments on this one. This one, wow. Mega Millions, and how does somebody else get a hold of the ticket? I'm very confused about this. So Jay, you don't want to do crab legs tomorrow? Oh no, we're doing burgers, that's right. Gladys says, who mailing tickets in? Yeah, I don't know. Is this a fabricated story? Leonard says, there should be a law. William says, isn't tampering with the mail a federal crime? Timothy says, I would never turn in a winning lottery ticket through the mail. I would drive it to the office. Bonnie says, sister didn't do nothing. Nuffing. Drew says, well, color me shocked. Where we at? Dennis says, I Googled it. The ticket was worth $2,600. I would still bring it in person if it's not that far away. Lulu says, I never knew you could mail it in. Why would you mail in a $2,600 ticket? Why would you do that? You deserve to get robbed for doing something that's stupid. Okay, maybe not deserve it, but I certainly can see how it happened. Ty says, how did she know what was in the envelope in the first place? Dan says she has now been promoted to postmaster. He says, if you mail in your winning ticket, you're supposed to sign the back. How did she change the name on the back? Sal says, mailing in a ticket? If I win a substantial amount of money, I'm bringing it in person. Julia says, never mail. Drive it in yourself. Elizabeth says, the ticket must have been signed, right? By the actual owner? I would never mail it in, a big winning ticket. Vivian says, if you have a winning ticket, go and collect the prize in person. Yeah, you guys, I'm going to sign it off. We're going to go on Discord anyway. All right, y'all. So, last chance before we're going to continue this on Discord. I'm going to head up to bed. Is it down there? Anyway, thanks everybody on YouTube for watching this. I hope we learned tonight something. I hope there were a lot of different situations, a lot of things to learn from. And you never know. I can't wait for the day. You know what I really wait for? I can't wait for the day where someone comes on my channel the next day, says, Jeff, because of your video, I remember what to do in that situation. And it saved my life. Or I saved someone else. I can't wait to one of these videos pay off. That'll be a wonderful day. Poker. All right, Esox, you want to do one fast poker? All right. I saved your life, Esox. All right, we'll do one poker. Oh, who remembers me knocking this guy out? You were attacked by 4 men in prison, and you did what Reacher did? You put your thumb through his eye socket? Mr. Jordan, where's his 48? Didn't you say he was bumped up to 52? I didn't refresh it. Sorry, Ricky Bobby. But Daily Dose of Jeff knocked you out. Oh, did that feel good? Oh, did that feel good? The rank number 48. All right, y'all. What do you say? You guys up for a sit and go? All right. Tell me. No. Well, how many minutes do we have? 1 minute. Esox, do you want to do this one real fast, Mr. Jordan? We all have to agree before we get in there. Come on, I got to get to bed, y'all. Oh, Mr. Jordan's in. All right. I'm in. Esox? 2 spots left, Esox. Oh, you're in. All right, cool. Rebecca? Is Rebecca still here? Rebecca, 180 over 20 on a daily basis. 180 over 20. 279 over 180. Now I feel better because I was so worried when I would get into the 150s or 160s. But from now on, I'll just think of Rebecca and say, hey, she's alive. And she was 279 over 180. All right, let's play some cards. All right, where is Lucius? Lucius is always talking trash. You know what? I gotta start advertising. Can I put my can I put my Discord chat in here? No, I better not. Because Esox is always getting peeved. All right, Lucius. We got Okami. We got Velvet Ace. Mr. Jordan. Clubmaster. Tuca. And me. All right, your rankings, ladies and gentlemen. Esox is 720. Okami is 654. Velvet Ace is 297. There's your lowest ranked player. All right, let's play some cards. So watch out. Velvet Ace is the lowest ranked here. It didn't hurt as surprised as you See you all soon. Rebecca, come into the Discord chat. Um, 20. Esox didn't bet 500. Oh, and we have ZR1. ZR1. Esox, it's been at least 6 years for me, Jordan, through the flames. Mr. Jordan's thinking. Rebecca, would your daughter play The Bachelorette, the Daily Dose of Jeff Bachelorette? Do you think she would come on to the show? I will find one bachelor from every country. And I'll find a man that will move to Australia. Frankly, the toughest part of my job is telling them that their luck or adaptation to the current market has gotten them gain. Mr. Jordan, why did I lose 12 grand in the tech stocks recently? Have they been doing that bad? You want to play poker? So what do you think, Mr. Jordan? Uh-oh, who just texted me? We gotta go to BK tomorrow. Four spades. Starting tomorrow, click here when you're in a restaurant and redeem your free classic Whopper. I have to go there and get corn anyway. I don't want to discount anyone's ability of their future. So Rebecca, I'm going to have to add my brother to the Bachelor list. Does she mind 60-year-old men? Is that too old for her? Who's in? Lucius. Esox is thinking. Does she prefer older men or younger men? Geez, $20 and these guys are all folding. I have queens over and I get nothing. These guys are tighter than, well, I won't say it. In economy, a younger lady loves older men with money. But does she need money? She's a super scientist. Hey, how does Okami have his flag out there? Did he pay for that, to have his flag? How did he get his flag up there? I think it's entirely possible for someone who consistently studied to do well. All right, what am I calling this? Who bet? Tuco bet. He's got the trip tens. Please check Tuco. I had ace king. Yeah, I guess you could. Clubmaster's gonna take his chances. He only had a pair of sixes. They both did. with the king kicker. Not necessarily disagree. Esox, did Esox ever tell us if he has any siblings? Is there a female sister Esox out there doing jujitsu? A Raina? What's Raina's last name? Willick? So how does Tuco and Okami have their flags? I want to get an American flag. How do we get an American flag? Trying to get my flag. Here they all are. Where's America? Here we go. I got my flag. Put your flag, your Canadian flag out there. Man, could you imagine your blood pressure at 279? Dang. How does the human body... Esox, what does a blood pressure of 279 do to your glaucoma? Not wrong. Would 279 just like make your eyeball pop out of your head? But Esox, the low blood pressure, is that good for your eye pressure? Having low blood pressure? I would have won. I had threes. I had stinking threes. I would have beat him. ZR1's all in. If your blood pressure is 279, you should be concerned about cardiac arrest. I'd be concerned about going blind. Who's going? Mr. Jordan going to go all in? I'm folding. Ace Jack to Jack 10. 9-10 Jack. He needs straight. Runner, runner. Oh, you're done. Good night. Club Master is out. Bye-bye, Club Master. $279 is high. Means you have a good chance of death. But what about your eyes? What would that do to glaucoma? Don't spend it all in one place. Esox, we got a trash talker. ZR1 buys it again. This guy's playing around. Cute. Yeah, what about the closed angle? Could it do that where the angle gets closed? Bruce was telling us. He's going all in again. Should I challenge him with ace 3 of hearts? I think I'm going to challenge him. He may have ace king though, but I have the hearts. All right, we're going to play. Ace queen to ace 3 of hearts. I need hearts. Threes. No ace or queen. No ace or queen. Well, no queen. No queen. Got him. Punk. Bye-bye. Sayonara. Oh, he still has $300 left. That'll calm him down. I'm the Dragon Slayer. It's like asking what would happen to your eyes if you were stuck at the top of the Twin Towers. Yeah, what would happen to your eyes? But Esox, do you think me hanging upside down on my inverter, my inversion table, do you think that caused my glaucoma? I had no problems, well, as far as I know. Burn, then explode. Who's it up to here? Lucius? That guy went all in. I'll call him. We have a showdown. 2s to 8s. 2s to 8s. You need the 2. Bye-bye, ZR1. Let's take a little clip. He sees me. He sees me in his nightmares. Bye-bye. You suck, dummy. Where do you chat at? I don't see a chat. Where to type? Your father had glaucoma. No, nobody in my family has it. Thank you guys for the donation. Oh, my dad's pressure's fine. He's 85 years old. Mom just started on lantanoprost. Her pressure's 83 years old. Went up a little, so they gave her lantanoprost. But no glaucoma. I'm telling you, it was from the inversion table. I used to hang upside down and let my eyeballs pop out. I thought it was fun. Everything I did to myself. My grade 3 strains, all self-inflicted, stupid, dumb things. Lucius getting strong. Mr. Jordan's calling you. Oh, Mr. Jordan's all in. Tuco's thinking. I know you're too scared. Jax. Mr. Jordan needs... He got this straight on you, Esox. Boom. There you go, Mr. Jordan. What, Lucius? Full house. Oh, my goodness. Oh. No. No. He housed you. Oh, my gosh. Mr. Jordan catches this straight. Brutal is right. Brutal. Oh, I didn't even show it on the... Darn it. All right, let's raise it up some. Let's do a little bullying here. Gonna put Lucius... Oh, Lucius is at 28? And what is Okami doing? And he's got 500 chips left. He's got something. All right. Let's put Lucius to the test. He calls immediately. Lucius. Let's see if we get Lucius to fold. He calls me. Stay right. Sorry, Lush. I mean, it's my show. What am I supposed to do? The other guy got out. I was hoping to get rid of him. Bullets. Pocket bullets. And he hits an ace. Oh, man. Esox. This is not your night. Esox needs a king or a queen. He didn't get it. Lucius is done. Sorry, Esox. I'm sorry. My boys are out. A rough night. But I can't believe you pulled a full house on Mr. Jordan. Mr. Jordan, I won with my straight against him, but you lost with a higher straight. It's poker. 3, 4, 5, 6. He had a pair. All right, what do we got? Who do we got left? Velvet. Should I chase him with an ace? He's got $200 left. The only thing that helps me is an ace. Let's see if I catch the bullet. No. No, not with ace high. I gave him a little charity. Oh, now they give me the ace. Esox never bluffs. Do I need to be in this hand? I mean, Lucius, you semi-bluff. You don't... I don't see you bluffing outright. Like, you always have something with it working. It's like you give yourself an out. Let's see if I get any chasers. Homie is still here. Who's Homie? Homie is still here. What is he talking about? Oh, he's talking about Esox. They're talking trash. They are talking trash. Clubs. Four clubs on the board. There's the jack to the 4. giving me garbage. We said you're a big loser. I wish I had a 2. Trip 2. Oh, full house. Oh, he had 4 clubs. Never hit. My goodness, they're giving me nothing. Two, three, four, five, 6. He hit the straight. And they give him a 5 just to add insult to injury. He could have really got me good there, man. He ran out of money. They're giving me nothing but bad beats. Look at these cards, Mr. Jordan. I'm cursed. They're giving me nothing. Garbage. These guys aren't bluffing at all. 0. Twos. Look how tight these guys are. Well, they're not bluffing. I'm not. Not until they show me. Oh, look at this ace king. All right, I hear you, Mr. Jordan. See if I can get rid of Velvet Ace. Spade, give me a spade. No jack, no king. No queen, no... I think I got it. The ace holds. Or the kings, kings. Oh, yeah, I had the flush. There we go. All right, down to 3 of us. These guys are tight. Guys are tight. I'm trying, Mr. Jordan. I got to be a little bit of a bully here. Come on, give me 4 clubs. He's got 1184. You want me to raise it? 4 clubs and 3s? Let's see what this guy bets. What? They disconnected me. And I would have missed anyway. Oh, I'm glad that happened. The server disconnected me. Can you believe that? I would have lost a lot of money. Unless they all folded. Tens. Oh, we both had 9s. Let's see, I'll go all in since they hardly have any money. If he doesn't raise, I'll go all in just to bully and steal their 200s. What is up with my connection, man? They did it again to me. They keep disconnecting me. Get out of here. Oh, man. I was going to go, and they only had 1,000 chips each. The stupid server keeps disconnecting me. I need a 3 for a straight. I only got 3 diamonds, too. 3. Well, a 6, a 3. I got some chances here. No, not good. Pair of jacks in the hole. Esox, they have ripped me off 10 times already. He's too happy. Now I gotta be a bully. Gotta be a bully. Does he want to commit half of it, 1/3 of his roll? All right. Oh, he shows me a king. I love it. He showed me a king. Oh my gosh, they're giving me nothing. Take it. I'm not taking a chance. I have to let one of the opponents knock the other one out. Wish they'd give me something. Gosh, there's nothing here. 5-9 missuited. Give me something to go to battle with. Pair of 4s. He could have trips. He's worried. Make him go all in. There we go. That was being a bully. No, I folded. I won the hand. I overbet it. All right, we'll call. Come on, give me a king. Nah, Mr. Jordan, I read the man. He bet a little and then he checked. I know this guy. He's down to his last pennies. 4, 5, 6, 7. Gotta stay in with the open-ended. I bet that guy's open-ended too. With king high? No, I'm gonna waste $200. Them guys aren't bluffing at all. I'll tap them. Pair of tens, I need an 8. 8 or 6. 5, 6, 7, nope. Pair of tens holds. Check when you have it, just like painting a trap. Man, my money is dwindling. Well, I got a lot of workers here. This guy's going all in. No. Yeah, I know we had a pair, but the way that they're giving me nothing. Cards have been atrocious. Brutal. I can't take the chance he has an ace. Show it, show it. Jacks. All right, an 8 gives me a straight. I got 3 hearts. See if I can get him to... All right, I'll take a pot just to break the ice. Garbage again. He'll show something. Watch him. Wow. All right, pair of jacks. Let one of these guys bet. He's betting 900. He might have a jack too. I can't raise here. This guy's not bluffing at all. With 2 pair, I would. He probably has the jacks too. He has a jack. He has the house. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Told you this guy doesn't bluff. And they give him a full house. Was that on the flop? Hey, let that guy go full house. I don't want to give that guy a chance. I'll wait to set a bear trap for him. Come on, game, give me something. He doesn't want to put any money in. Am I down to $176? What? Wow, that full house wiped me out. Wow. Full house they gave him. I got 900. I'm gonna have to go all in at the right time. I'll take my free fold. He keeps changing his flag? All right, here we go. No, they all fold when I had pocket tens. Are you kidding me? They all folded like pocket tens. No. Pocket tens and nobody puts in a nickel. These guys. If they give me an ace, I'll go all in. All right, these are good cards. Let's go all in. See if I can outdraw him. He's got the ace. Come on, jack or queen. There we go. No ace. No ace. No ace. No queen or ace. Good. All right, we doubled up. Gave me something to go on. I got more chips than Tuco. He's going all in. Show one. Show one. Let's raise it. Good. Let me have your 500. Here we go. Threes. Let's set a bear trap here. 3. Come on. Blinds are 500. I don't think he has anything. He's still hoping. All right. All right. Am I the chip leader, boys? I was down to my last $100. Let's see if I can get one of them to knock each other out. Let's call. Oh, no. I gotta wait. I gotta be a little bit tighter. That guy has never bluffed once. Not once. If it was the other guy, I'd call. He's way loose. Three clubs. King, 10, queen. No. He could have a king. Don't want to give this guy too much of a chance here. Oh, you wanted me to fold. Come on, stay in. Please stay in. Come on, Tuco. Go all in. I bet you he has the other 4. Just 5. Just 5. Come on. You can call it. Mr. Jordan, you almost cost me there. Almost listened to you. All right, I need a jack first straight. Oh, the guy that never bluffs. Oh, I got so many workers. If I catch the jack, he's toast. Jack. Oh, great. Now he's got trips. Now he's got trips. Idiot. Why did it give him a hit? Oh, you didn't tell me to fold on the 4s? Come on, knock each other out. Knock each other out. Boy, that guy is so tight, that Okami. Let's raise him 500. This guy's so tight, he'll fold. Oh, he's calling me. All I need is a 6. I got the top pair. I think I got him. He needs to hit like an ace or king. He's got the 8s to 9s. Come on. Don't give him anything. Did he get a straight? Or did I get him? Oh, I got the straight. Nice. What do I got? 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't care. I won. He went all in with 400. All right, let's knock him out, fellas. We both have 3s. I got the king kicker. He hit the 9s. Are you kidding me? Give me a 3. Oh, there's nothing that helps me. I give that idiot the 9. At least he didn't have much. Oh, here we go, fellas. Pocket kings. Oh, come on. I wanted him to stay in. Oh, don't give him trip 7s. Is he going to stay? Yeah, I didn't lose too much on that. He's thinking. Ah, he folded. Well, they're giving me, see, when they give me a little bit of cards, I can do some damage. I love stealing their blinds. He's all in. I'll call him. What's he got? 4, 8 to 2s. Is it goodbye for Mr. Ukama? No diamond. No diamond. Oh, he got me with the 4s. 2 was my, and he gave him a floor. Why did they keep giving this guy great cards? You know, I got a pocket pair going in. Oh, this guy. No, let them fight it out. Come on, knock each other out. Call them. You got 600 invested. Call them. I know. Ah. Incredible, they won't let them. All right, we're going to play. There we go. Is he all in? Let's put them all in. All right, I finally got the bastard out. All right, it'll be me and Okamu. And he hardly has anything left. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See ya. Sayonara. All right. Now I got one guy left with 400 bucks. Let's tap him. All right, I got him beat going in. Just don't give him a 2. No 2s and he's done. No 2, no 2. No 2 and he's done. I got him. Or is that a split? Is it a split? It's a split. Unbelievable. A queen on the river. Oh, this guy's the luckiest person in the world. You can't get luckier than this guy. Does he want to go all in? Good. He's all in. Let's see if I can finish him off. King, queen, the 5, 4 of heart. Oh, and they give me the 2 pair, but he's got queens. 4 spades. Don't give him a match. And that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. Good night. I won. I did it. I redeemed. You guys asked me, and I came through. Ladies and gentlemen, Daily Dose of Jeff redeemed his brothers. I did it. Let me take a screenshot for Bruce to put on a thumb. Well, there you go. You guys wanted poker. I gave you poker. I was down to my last $100. Let's see the rest of the scoreboard here. Lucius came in 5th. Mr. Jordan in 6th. Man, that Okama was tight. But Well, he was playing too tight. You can steal his annies from him because he doesn't want to put a nickel in unless he has good cards. So I was betting with 10-6 missuited, stealing his 600s from him. Thank you guys. I did it for my followers out there, my viewers. God, I should have wrote America. Drink. Here's my drink. I am going to bed, guys. It's 1:30 a.m. All right, we're probably going to play tomorrow night because my wife and daughter are leaving for the whole weekend. And it's just going to be me and my other 2 kids who never talk to me. So I'll have nothing else to do. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging in there. We can continue on Discord. And you know what I say? Peace out, Girl Scouts.